Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us today here on Purely Positive. I'm your host, LJ Thomas, and today's guest is an entrepreneur. She is the founder of Infinity Farmz, Inc. She is a mother, wife, so much more, and a returning guest. She's here to give us an update on the new things that are happening and what's going on with her as far as her business is concerned. So please help me welcome to the show, Dianna Washington. Hey babe, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back.
You are so welcome.
I love your haircut.
Oh, thank you. I was tired of having all that hair on my head. It had to go. Anyway. It was getting hot. Yeah, it was getting hot. But I cut it in the wintertime. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So, I talk to you all the time. And we always discuss things that are happening, what's going on. But I want you to tell our viewers about your 501c3.
Okay. First off, I want to say thank you to you. Because all these ideas I call you about, anything I'm manifesting, you right there. You have my back.
Of
you know
course.
What I'm saying? If you pointing me in a direction, you right there. So I want to say thank you to that for that.
You're welcome.
But the 501c, it's the situation is so unique because, you know everything we were going through to get that up and running, and actually one of our clients in the outreach of Infinity Farmz had an organization, and we're actually being gifted the 501c.
How amazing is that?
So, we have a human resource person, our new secretary, so we're going to come together and do all the bylaws and make it what it needs to be. So this summer program for these kids is going to be really, really exciting. Like, they're not ready.
No. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, because last summer was a really, 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 really busy time for both of us. And I was talking to you, you're driving kids to the pool, and you're doing little classes, and you're making things, and so we're almost to the summer, sort of, kind of. So what kinds of things do you have on tap for this year?
So, I'm retiring for my birthday.
Oh, look at you. Oh.
And it's not so, when I say that, people kind of give me this look like, you're retiring. Who you think you are? And it's like, I'm not retiring forever. I'm just going to be just working for myself now. Okay. So the rest of my time and energy is going to be into building communities that look like the one I grew up in.
Okay.
Back to where they need to be, and making sure that my kids know what it means to own some stuff and real knowledge and giving back. You don't have to have no money to do that.
Right.
So I'm retiring this year, and
wow.
We have so much stuff in store. Everything from music to film to magazine. I'm telling you, like, we're coming. This is, Infinity's forever. We plan to grow forever, literally. We mean that.
Now, you mentioned making communities that grew up like where you grew up, like where you're from. Where are you from?
From New Jersey.
Okay.
1 square mile town, Asbury Park. Shout out AP. I mean, it's to be in Atlanta and to see things unravel the way they do, to see a Killer Mike come out with a docuseries and show you, like, to hear him say he looks at Atlanta like a Wakanda, it really makes me think about my hometown. There's so much talent there. And sometimes people just need a push. So when you're from a small town and it's so intimate and you know each other, sometimes that fear of just stepping outside of that box. But I'm here to tell you, everybody in that town, they're hustlers. They're drive. We can survive anywhere. 1 square mile. And even the teaching systems, there's some awesome teachers in public schools. There's some awesome kids and scholars in public schools. So fast forward for this year, we're really trying to bridge the gap between Atlanta and Asbury Park.
What?
Because it's once, I mean, the things that they're doing here in Atlanta for the youth and for the community, and just to see people of color band together and really not take crap.
Right.
When it comes to education, when it comes to their food, it's like, listen, we're brilliant too. We're educated. We're business people. We're spending our money. You're going to respect us. My 1 square town is 1 square mile.
That is not big at all.
That's not big at all. So I can see, there's so many great people there that are forming nonprofits and organizations and trying to reconnect with the kids. And it's like, just because I no longer live there, we're going to bridge the gap.
Okay, now.
It's so intimate. That's someone's uncle. It's that small. So that's in the plans for this year. Our youth program is expanding, so we're adding in history with the kids this summer. We were already doing, for anyone who didn't catch the last show, we were already doing reading and literature. We talk.
Right.
We do cooking classes with the kids. They do aquatic aerobics. So this year, even if we only get 1 or 2 kids, when your kid come back, they're going to be different. Okay? Because we're going to spark something in them. Entrepreneur, the family's going to get bigger, the love that they're going to feel, they're going to come back, and you're going to be like, who's this kid?
Right.
So it's just really, really interesting to see these little people, and they watch you create.
They do, and that sparks and inspires them.
And usually kids don't listen to what you say. They do what they see you do.
Exactly.
And it's that whole saying of, you want to get your kid to do something, tell somebody else to tell them.
Yeah. Right.
Because it's like doing what you do and know that your kids are watching. The little people are watching. So it's up to us to really take responsibility for our actions and what we're doing, because these little people are watching.
These little people are watching.
Yes, they are.
Speaking of little people, yours. She has the most amazing girls. Her son is just, I can't even say enough about him.
They're regular kids. They are awesome, though. They fight, but they mine. And they're ours. They're community,
Right.
It's a community effort. It's really, really a community effort. Sometimes when you think things are so bad and families are fighting and the dynamics, and before you know it, the smoke clears, and we're all in unison making sure these babies are okay.
Exactly.
So that's, our company, we live by that. You have to know forgiveness. You got to do it from love. And when you operate like that, you get to really expand and meet some awesome people and connect.
Yes.
People like you and your family and your crew. So
that's what matters.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. I love the fact that when I talk to you sometimes, I hear the kids in the background. It's so funny. She's talking to me and talking to the kids at the same time, and the stuff they say just cracks me up. But what I really like is that they are so involved with you in relationship to what you're growing. They are watering, making sure plants are in the sunlight, doing whatever it takes to make sure that, hey, we have these fruits and vegetables because this is going to be the thing that helps everybody. They get that concept.
Everybody.
And as young children, for people who don't know, her kids are, her daughter is 12? And then you have a 6-year-old, and an 8-year-old,
a 15-year-old,
a
22-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 2-year-old grandbaby. Our family's big. We have a blended family, and I can't see it any other way. I'm an only child. I always wanted a really big family.
And you got it.
I got it.
You got it.
I got my kids. I got other people's kids. I got little cousins. So, yeah. I got all these kids in love, man, surrounded. And that's what we do it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Now, we talked about the 501c3. We talked about Infinity Farmz. We talked about, when you were here the last time, we talked about Infinity Essentials. But more importantly, I want to get to how things that are happening in Georgia, legislation that is being passed in Georgia in relation to medical marijuana, CBD. I want you to explain what the difference is and how that affects us and your company.
So all the time, we're on top of anything that's medical marijuana, cannabis, and not because it's just something that everyone is doing. It's because the education is not there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. But Atlanta and the state of Georgia are really waking up, and they're seeing the benefits of this plant. They're seeing people heal, not only themselves, their animals. So last time I was here, Infinity Essentials, the company is transitioning into Infinity's D.O.P.E. And let me just break down that name. Okay. Because we've gotten so much. You know when I talk to you, it's like when people see that name, it's like a villain. Like, no, don't do that.
Right.
Because, all right, so we made it an acronym because we want people to know, like, the smallest gesture you give is an act of philanthropy.
True.
Your time is so valuable. Your knowledge you have is so valuable. So to be able to share that or inspire somebody or even help someone, your skin. If your skin, if you don't have confidence in your skin's not intact, that's something. So when people look at it, it's so small. It's just skin. It's bigger than that because to endorse a company or to patronize a company who's into skincare, and it's not just for you to smell good, it's actual skin health. It's your biggest organ.
I can attest to that.
Yes, and we're transitioning the company into Infinity's D.O.P.E. and infusing our products with CBD, industrialized hemp. Let me be very clear on that. Not cannabis, industrialized CBD rich hemp oil is what we're putting in our products because we all have an endocannabinoid system. Right. So for anyone who doesn't know what that is, they need to go and look that up. You need to do the research. You should know your state, what's involved. Mm-hmm. I sent you a link the other day.
Right.
And that link was talking about the legislation of medical marijuana in the banking system.
Right.
Well, this thing is about to be really, really huge and monumental because what was brought to my knowledge was 70% of all electronic cannabis transaction is comes through Georgia.
What?
I was blown when I saw that.
What?
Yes, I was like, wait a minute. That's
through Georgia?
Georgia. That's everywhere.
Wow.
So it's like, okay, you're not gonna allow these people to expand this program. Well, listen, guys, it's here. It's expanding. Like, it's nothing you can do about it. The tsunami and wave is so big. It's here. Just this morning, I heard that Fort Valley is going to be growing.
I heard that.
Yes, Fort Valley is going to be growing, and they already have an awesome program. We've reached out to them for resources and stuff for our farm, and they have so much great insight. What they're doing up there is really, really good.
HBCU.
The fish, yeah. Oh yeah, the fish water and the vegetables. They have it going on, and they're going to be one of the first universities to really kick this thing off and be growing. And if you're not paying attention to this, if you're not paying attention that you actually have a system in your body to receive medical cannabis, and your body actually creates it.
Right. See, I did the research, so I know.
That's monumental.
Yeah, something we didn't know about in school.
A lot of people don't know that. And it's just so when we talk about food deserts and we talk about, certain injustice. The knowledge desert,
Right.
I would like to say, because you just have this stigma. Even our people they don't know that there's forms of medical cannabis where you can't get high.
Right.
That's the stigma on a plant. You're just going to
Right.
get high. Well, if you're trying to keep this medication from me, and it can help me with everything from addiction, weight loss,
asthma,
cardiovascular, yes, asthma, because it's such a powerful anti-inflammatory.
Right.
That's what we're fighting.
Right.
The inflammation, the stress.
Exactly.
So I'm really excited to be here in Georgia. Everybody pulling together, lawmakers. There's a lot of stuff in the bill that, the kinks have to be worked out. But for the most part, there are 11 million people living in Georgia who will soon have access to medical cannabis. And that is monumental.
Not only is that monumental, but I want you to say to the audience one more time that cannabis in and of itself, in certain forms, does not always get you high. Can you break that down a little more for me?
Yes. So, the THC that everyone knows about in the cannabis, that's the psychoactive property.
Right.
Well, it's not just THC. There are hundreds of other cannabinoids in that plant. All the research and everything, it's just like the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
But just in our research, I know of 4 other cannabinoids that have psychoactive properties too. But what I think is most interesting is the most abundant place where indigenous cannabinoids are found is in a mother's breast milk.
What?
Yeah. So all the mommies out there breastfeeding their babies, you actually have indigenous cannabinoids in your breast milk. 2 specifically. One called amandamine and another one called 2-AG. Those 2 indigenous cannabinoids in a mother's breast milk are the thing that first breath of life. It signals the brain to stimulate the tongue muscles and the suckling response.
Oh.
So, that's monumental.
Wow.
Yeah. Amandamine also has a lot of the properties as THC. So in a sense, your baby got the munchies.
The munchies, right.
It's
and
whatever
that's why they eat.
Whatever labor pains your child may have experienced, whatever swelling or inflammation they may have going on, you breastfeeding that baby is so monumental for that baby to get those indigenous cannabinoids. That 2-AG, protecting the baby's brain and eyes, monumental.
So all this time, I've been thinking, I know breastfeeding is good, but wow, this is like amazing.
Yeah. And there's a scientist named Raphael from Israel, and he does an awesome lecture at Harvard about the 2-AG, that indigenous cannabinoid that we make, and how it can reverse brain damage. So, I know everyone in Atlanta knows about the Shepherd Center.
Yeah, I go there.
Well, the Shepherd Center has a doctor over there that is on fire. He does these cannabis lectures, and it really makes you think, okay, why the Shepherd Center is on the map as being one of the #1 places in the world to go for
traumatic stress,
those traumatic accidents. So. People have to do their research because this stuff is, it's so mind-blowing how monumental it is for someone who is in a car accident or paralyzed can recover.
Wow. So
medicine.
I'm like super excited, right? Because I go to Shepherd all the time, every month. Yeah. But to learn that there's a system in the body that I didn't learn about in school. I didn't learn about it in college either.
Only 15% of the universities in the United States are teaching the endocannabinoid system. So you're going to say, whoa, pump the brakes. Wait a minute. What?
Right.
Repeat that?
Why?
So.
How do you negate a whole body system?
That's a lot of angry doctors.
Yeah. How do you negate a whole body system that is so beneficial? Everybody.
From first breath to last.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is why we're taking Infinity Essentials into Infinity's Dope. And it's about, you know, the African American people have suffered the most from cannabis prohibition. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So for the system to be taken off where it is and the equity is not there, it seems
it's an injustice.
It's an injustice within itself because, you know, we talk all the time.
Yeah.
There's still brothers sitting in jail.
Exactly.
To this day.
An ounce.
Mm-hmm. And now here in Atlanta, you know, Fulton County, less than an ounce is decriminalized.
Exactly.
Well, what about all the people non-violent
in jail?
In jail.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to pay attention and just really, really come together as a community and make sure we're not distracted. We're taking care of each other. We're checking on each other. We're knowing what's real and where the information is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I can say about Miss Dianna Washington. She is an information storehouse.
Absolutely.
Okay. When I tell you, every time I talk to her, I learn something new every time. And people say that about me, but she has me beat hands down. So if there's something that you are questioning in relationship to the endocannabinoid system or how that can be healthy for you, make sure you hit her up and follow her. We'll give that information to you in a little bit, but I got another question for her first. How, I know because I use your products. Mm-hmm. How is it that the body butter I use, which is awesome by the way, how is it that that body butter can be used on eczema and clear it up and bring the color back?
So having a natural skincare line, every body is different. People have allergies, and of course we want to be this, awesome company where we're servicing everyone. Because look, I want you to be able to come Infinity Farmz, Infinity Essentials, get whatever you need, your household, because that's how we're structured in it. You can pay $30 to $40 a month and get a package for yourself, or you can spend $100 a month and get products for your entire family. So that's soap, that's lotion, that's body oil, deodorant, lip balm. The eczema lotion is so imperative because we're finding the right essential oils. And adding CBD into the mix with, endocannabinoid receptors all over your body, even your skin,
works it out.
It works it out.
And I'm here to tell you, look, I got it because it smelled good. Okay? I'm serious. I got it because it smelled good.
Yeah, it does.
I had no idea that was going to happen because I said, I'm going to smell good for my husband, all that stuff, Man, I put that stuff on, and after about a week or two, I was like, wait. I saw this, and I was like, I'm not having a problem. I'm not scratching. Wow. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for even thinking about incorporating that stuff to help us heal. That makes a difference.
Yeah, even me. We all suffer from eczema, and I think I'm excited about that the most. Retiring. No longer having to worry about my hands like flaring up from eczema. And this year has really been just about healing and being comfortable in your own skin. And that's a hard drive.
It is. It is.
And with the company just growing, it really puts us in a place where now I can actually be in the lab full time.
Ooh. And
create. I cannot wait to create and just do what comes to me natural.
That is going to be amazing. Oh, I know I'm going to get some good calls.
I'm so excited about that.
I know we can get calls.
I'm so excited.
Now, people don't know about your roll-on.
Oh. That roll-on vicious, y'all.
Yes, it is.
The roll-on that LJ is talking about, it started off literally as something to enhance sweat when you work out. And I was sending it to Chicago to my godmom, my best friend's mom, and just like, try this out. Right? Whoever you can get it to, just try it out, and they liked it. But I wanted to go back in and re-ramp it. So I went back in and re-ramped it. It does have the CBD in it that me and LJ are talking about. So this started from something that was just there to burn excess weight. And it turned into something where it's inflammation, it's pain. And it doesn't matter if you're working out after leg day. You can put this roll-on and feel relief 4.5 hours later.
Right.
And it does work better if you, wherever you apply it, if you're wrapping it somewhere. It's all natural ingredients. We chose the right essential oils. We chose the right carrier oils that penetrate your skin the way they're supposed to. So this roll-on, everyone who uses it is like ready to do a cartwheel.
It is fire, I'm telling you. Yeah. It's fire.
Try it with saran wrap and it changed your life.
Yeah. It'll change your life, for real.
It helps my sciatic nerve. Leg day. I know everybody experienced leg day that's out there in the workout community. And, you don't realize
until you get home and
how hard you went when you try to sit on the toilet and it's you bracing the toilet. It's like, I'm telling you, the first time I used that roll on and I was sitting, I was doing this. I could do that. I was like, okay, I have to get out some samples. I gotta let some people try this. Yeah. So it's so funny. I'm at work and I'm always like wrapping nurses' knees. Like, your back hurt? Let me
help you.
Let me try this out. And then they just always come back and find me like, all right, I need 2 of those. So we're going to get the website back up, new products laid out, and I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter if you're trying to shed an extra couple pounds, if you're dealing with some inflammation, this rub is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. This rub is for you, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Wow. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about it. It's important. Look, it's important to me. I want to make sure everybody knew.
Oh, yeah.
So, we have, and I say we because we work together. We have a youth program for the summer. We have Infinity Essentials. We have Infinity Farmz. We have the 501c3 started. And you're retiring.
Yeah.
So, what's the next big thing for us?
Expansion.
There we go.
We've been doing this thing since 2015 with really no marketing.
Right.
So, now it's time to really get it out to the masses and really let people see what Infinity is about and what we bring to the table.
Right.
Because we're not playing.
We are
ain't
not.
Play school out here.
We are not. Like my daughter says, we ain't playing no games.
Anybody got time for that?
Okay. So, how can people reach you?
So, listen, I give my number out all the time, and some people are scared to give their number out.
She does.
I'm not scared to listen, 678-913-8601. Seriously, send a text. I'm about to be home full time now, so we're servicing 6 clients right now through our nonprofit. Sometimes we drive 2 hours. 2 hours.
So, you see the dedication if you see nothing else.
Man.
You see the dedication. And she's on Facebook, Infinity Farmz.
Infinity Farmz Inc.
On Facebook. And
also Infinity Essentials at Outlook.
Right.
Yes. Email me anytime.
Right.
Yeah.
Just hit her up. And you see she's a wealth of knowledge. Yeah. If there's something that you have a question about, for instance, you want to find out if, she infuses a body butter with something for your knee being discolored from crawling on the floor when you were a kid, hit her up and ask her. She'll tell you.
That's what it's about. We give love. Everybody we help ends up becoming a part of the family.
Right.
So, like, my kids be laughing to me. I say them all the time. It's deeper than rap. Like,
I like
it
that.
is. It's bigger than hip hop.
I like that. I like that. So, I want to thank you so much for coming. I know you'll be back, though. We got stuff to talk
You're
about.
welcome. Thank you for having me. All the time. It's always a pleasure coming.
Always.
Being with you, always.
Always. Thank you all so much for joining us here today on Purely Positive. Please be careful as you go about your day. Remember that being positive is a choice, and I'll be talking with you soon.